Hey, what's going on, T-Wolves? I'm Arnav Sood, your ASB Executive President, and today you will all be voting on your next year's ASB Executive Board officers. So just a quick background, the Executive Board of ASB basically oversees almost all of the events that take place at our school, and they kind of head our school. So it's very important that you watch the speeches all the way through, and then you make an informed decision afterwards. Just a heads up, all the candidates had to record on their school laptop, so please judge the speeches based off the quality of their words and not the quality of their video or audio. Up first, we have the president position, and we have Phoebe Hong.
Hey Jackson, my name is Phoebe Hong, and I'm ready to be your next executive president. I know I may not have as much experience or be the first name that pops into mind when you think of ASB, but my averageness is just what we need to bring in outside perspectives and to relate with the majority of the students. And instead of focusing on my credentials or past accomplishments, I'd like to share my plans for the future. I know that ASB has been doing a lot of work behind the scenes to make this school year look as normal and enjoyable as possible. Still, I recognize that there's lots of things that we can still improve on. Things such as sense of belonging, inclusivity, and community spirit are all things that were made much more difficult with remote learning. And my number one priority as your president is to give you guys more opportunities to interact with one another and to have the greater voice. Some of the many ways I plan on doing this is to start up Jackson's first school newspaper, which would allow you, the students, to write and post your own writings, while also featuring fun things like debates, teacher Q&As, and more. As president, I also plan to hold monthly Zoom meetings where anyone can join and talk to me about anything from school to life or feedback in general. To me, president is more than just the title, and if I were elected, I'll strive to be someone who's a leader in more ways than just school. And to help our community beyond Jackson, I want to use my position to raise more awareness for social injustices in the world that directly or indirectly impact our own Jackson students today, and show that I'm a leader who not only cares about spirit or events, but I truly care about our students and our community. So, vote for the person who not only has the passion, but has the work ethic to match it. Vote for the person who is here to uplift you and your whole community. Vote Phoebe as your next ASB Executive President, and the results will speak for itself. Thank you.
Up next, also running for president, is Christian Flynn.
What's up, Jackson? My name is Christian Flynn, and I'm ready to represent all 2,400 of you as your next ASB president. I currently serve as your junior class treasurer, and for the past 3 years, I've made it my mission to make Jackson a place that you all want to be. Y'all might look at me and think, why is this dude who's one of 5 ASB treasurers running for president of the whole school? Let me tell you, I'm thinking the exact same thing. Nah, but for real, all joking aside, it's become apparent that that's where I should and need to be to best serve every single one of you. Not only have I served you all in the ASB class for 3 years, I've helped form and currently serve on a student advocacy committee comprising of students and staff members in an effort to use student experiences of discrimination, harassment, and bullying to best find solutions to these experiences in our school. Anyways, today I'm not here to talk about my prior experience, because although experience is worth something, experience does not mean qualification. As your next president, my voice in ASB and above will be as much your voice as it is mine. Even if I don't personally like something, if I think or know that the students want it, I will make it my priority to ensure that our work to get done. The purpose of any form of government is to represent the people that we serve. As your next president, I will make it my priority that the power of ASB is given back to the students. By creating a forum online and in person where you all can write down what you're feeling about ASB, give suggestions and criticism, I will personally ensure that every one of these is heard in ASB. And you can always talk to me personally too. I'm super hyped for the opportunity to hopefully represent you all as next year's president. And you have my word that this campaign is not one that is built on empty promises, but instead built on the foundation of trust and transparency. We've tried to have a Tolo for the last 3 years, but this year I'll do every single thing in my power to work to finally get this done. But events are just one part of it and are not my only priority. I'll do everything to sponsor events that you all want to see, but my main priority is to represent you, to bring fundamental change to the way that ASB is run, to give you all the power that you deserve. With me as your president, you have my word that I will work hard to bring change to the environment of Jackson, make a clear effort to end hate and discrimination, show that you have as much power as I will, and to just make high school the dope place that it should be. My voice, my power is yours. I don't serve to represent myself. I serve to represent you, because that's what you deserve and need from a leader. Thank you all for listening, and make sure to vote Christian Flynn as your next executive ASB president.
And lastly, for president, we have Verwan Alakali.
If there was ever a year to completely uproot everything wrong with our school, ditch the mediocre, and shoot for the stars, then it's this one. You want change, and so do I. What's up, Jackson? It's your Exec PR, Juan Alakali, and I'm running to be your next ASB president because you deserve a leader with passion. Part of the proof that my words aren't empty is my position as the first student member on our district foundation, where I work for the Equity Board, and I'm actively striving on a district level to change the way our schools deal with discrimination, be it race, disability, mental health, sexuality, gender. I am promising you guys that I will do whatever it takes to implement preventatory and disciplinary action, because you guys deserve for Jackson to be a safe place. I've also formed connections with over 40 high schools across the coast, and I've been collaborating with them for many months now to bring the best for Jackson, because we need a leader who plans big. Now, forget the district and forget the West Coast. It's you guys that matter. Have you ever wanted to get involved or be heard, but it's always seemed just a little out of reach? Well, I am pushing to rebuild our systems because they're inefficient and confusing, to be open to all and easy to be in. Forget struggling to be heard. I will go to you and put that responsibility back on ASB. Now, more than anything, I'm passionate about getting us the year that we deserve, especially after everything that we've lost. The memories, the spirit, the togetherness, the love, I want to bring that back for you, but 10 times over. It'll be my priority to make sure ASB gives you the best there is to offer. Let's waste no more time, T-Wolves. Beyond just the ideas, it's the execution. Beyond the promise, it's the proof. Beyond running for president is running with passion. Go above and beyond. Vote Rowan Alakali to be your next ASB president. I love you guys so much.
Now we're going to move into our vice president candidates. Up first, we have James Juho Yoon.
Hey Timberwolves, we have seen this picture time and time again. At this exact time every year, they tell you that they'll listen to you, that they'll create change. But are these promises achieved? Throughout the years, I've heard the same speeches over and over again. They tell you that they have been in ASB. They tell you that they've been in Congress. They will all tell you that they have experience. But has this experience actually changed our school? What you deserve is a different type of leadership, and someone who'll create new opportunities with passion and vision. Your voice, your hope, and your courage will determine our future. My name is James Juho Yoon, and I'm running to be your next vice president because we need a different type of leadership. As your next vice president, I'll never let you down, and that I'll promise you that I'll work for you, I'll listen to you, I'll stand up for you, and I will represent you. I may not have been in ASB for the last 3 years, but that is a good thing. Why? Because you deserve a new voice. I have a plan to implement a transparent ASB system by creating a school newspaper to keep ASB in checks and to report unbiased information. I have a plan to recognize and listen to every single one of you by establishing an official senate. I have a plan to lift up our proud school spirit by planning a roast session against Glacier Peak. I will finally be the person who will step up for you with a completely new vision. So, when you're looking at those ballots and you're thinking of who to vote for, just remember this. It is time for a different type of leadership. Vote for James Juho Yoon for your next vice president. Thank you.
Up next, also running for vice president, is Annalie Herrera.
Hi everyone. A lot of you may not know because I've never run for office before. But because of that, I feel like I'd make a good candidate for executive vice president. I can bring new insights to the table along with a new perspective and new ideas. My name is Annalie Herrera, and I want to be a voice for my fellow Jackson students that have always had suggestions on how to improve things but never pursued them. Jackson has always been full of experiences and amazing spirit, but COVID has made that hard to maintain. I want to be part of the leadership team that brings us back. I am running to be your next executive vice president, and I want to make it a priority for Jackson students to continue creating amazing experiences and memories. Because of the ongoing pandemic, this school year has been especially challenging for everyone. With the help of our ASB president and members, I want to create and promote scheduled 10 to 15-minute private meetings where students can sign up to talk to me or another ASB member. They can use that time to talk about issues, concerns, or just life overall. This would create a more friendly and inclusive student body that will be in alliance with our leadership team. As your executive vice president, I will make it a priority for our administration to have our ASB be a more student-friendly feedback environment, where the students of Jackson feel they are heard and they are comfortable with the culture environment at this school. It'll make everyone's Jackson and high school experience better overall. I want to make an impact on the school, and I think by being your next executive vice president, the ASB and I can help achieve this goal and help make Jackson a fun and, more importantly, safe place for everyone. Together, everyone achieves more. Team is my motto, and this is how we will continue to make Jackson a better experience for everyone. Vote Emily Herrera for Executive Vice President.
And lastly, for Vice President, we have Kieran Rounds.
Hey T-Wolves, I'm Kieran Rounds and I'm running for Exec Vice President. With our current world status, staying inside and getting used to the social distancing life has been extremely hard on everyone. This last year has been very eye-opening for me. I've realized that all my life I've been one who is not afraid to voice their opinion and always willing to speak up for everyone. With my constant willingness freshman and sophomore year to help out ASB through Congress, I felt the urge to take on more. So I ran and was elected to be this year's junior class secretary. Even throughout this difficult year online as secretary, I've put forth effort each and every day to create the best events, provide support to small businesses around our area, and listen while implementing what our student body wants to see with events, inspiration, and everything in between. I want to dive into ideas surrounding student involvement, mental health, and making sure the atmosphere at Jackson is safe for all genders, sexualities, and races. Things need to be changed to fit our lifestyle as a student body, and I'm super eager to be a part of that continuation of change. The knowledge I've gained from this weird year has been astronomical, whether it is with virtual assemblies, supporting any projects with my helping hands, or raising our Jackson spirit. The challenges that I faced alongside the rest of ASB to make this year as normal as possible have proven that I'm capable of carrying my creativity to the executive position of VP for Jackson and bringing the pack outside the box as one. Don't forget to vote Kieran Rounds to be your Exec Vice President. Thanks, T-Wolves, and have a great day.
Now we're going to be moving into the next position, which is Activities Coordinator. Up first, we have Daisy Gonatis.
What's up, Jackson? My name is Daisy Gonatis, and I'm running to be your Executive Activities Coordinator. Last year, during my sophomore year, and before we were all impacted by the mentally draining and unenjoyable times of remote learning, I had numerous opportunities of working with ASB during school events. I was able to help set up homecoming, make posters to design committee, helped out with Oktoberfest, and had a memorable time watching our community come together through Bob Ross Painting Night. Moving on to what I'm currently involved in, I am a part of Link Crew and National Honor Society, and still love to get involved with my community. As Activities Coordinator, my job will include scheduling and planning efficiently, which I know I will be able to do due to my character of being organized and being able to cooperate with others. My job will not stop there. My goal as Activities Coordinator will of course be ensuring that all of your ideas are heard, whether that be new Spirit Day ideas you have or clubs you want to create. But I will also hold myself to be responsible for what you wish to see would improve in our school, knowing that the environment for some might not be as great as it should be. We have lost a lot of precious time during this pandemic, and hopefully we can all be brought together soon. But if elected, just know that I will utilize my role in office to represent all of your voices and bring back that school spirit and connectedness we have all missed. Vote for someone who not only has experience with school events, but knows how tiring and stressful high school is. Stay safe and stay strong, T-Wolves, and I hope I can get your vote for Exec Activities Coordinator. Thank you!
Also running for Activities Coordinator is Ashwika Gampa.
Hey Jackson, I'm Ashwika and I'm running for ASB Executive Activities Coordinator. So a little bit about me. I'm a sophomore and in the class of 2023. I enjoy school spirit and I'm part of many clubs at Jackson like NHS, Speech and Debate, and DECA. If I'm elected as your new AC, I have two goals for improving our school. Our first one is to give a smooth transition back to in-person learning. It is most likely true that we will return back to our classrooms next year, and I want to improve this transition by doing more school spirit activities and by providing more opportunities for students. I want to create a platform where we can all share different opportunities we see for high school students. That way it will reach a broader audience and all of us get to find what we love and do it more. My second goal is to give students a stronger voice. I want to get to know you all and create a safe environment inside of Jackson. I also want to provide the opportunity for every student to approach an ASB member and talk to them in person or anonymously. I want them to share their perspectives, opinions, and concerns. And I know ASB can sometimes be intimidating, but we're here to take in your input and make decisions to better our school. If elected, I hope to use my abilities to improve our school regardless of the external challenges out there. And I know for sure, together we can make the 2021-2022 school year the best one yet. So T-Wolves, vote Ashwika for your next Executive Activities Coordinator. Thank you.
The next position that we'll be showcasing is the Executive Treasurer position. Up first, we have Dylan Tong.
Hey T-Wolves, I'm Dylan Tong, a current sophomore here at Jackson High School, and I'm running to be your Executive Treasurer for the 2021-2022 school year. As we are all high school students, money is probably something that we could use a bit more of. The importance with money is to spend it where you will actually enjoy it. As your Executive Treasurer, I will take student input on where students actually want to spend this money and relay this information to the higher-ups, advocating for student wants and needs. Whether it be a more extravagant prom and homecoming, a better movie night experience, or even something fun we haven't tried yet, like an escape room, I will do my utmost to ensure that you spend your money where you want to, while maximizing revenue at the same time. This year, as the HOSA Treasurer, I have worked together with Ms. Anand to budget the money for HOSA, allowing for members to have a fun learning experience while not having to worry about the monetary side of things. As your Executive Treasurer, I will work together with Ms. Anand to budget for the upcoming school year. I will be a student leader and advocate for each individual student's needs. I will develop creative events that bring in both money and student enjoyment. I will support all the clubs and make sure that you feel the benefit from ASB's funds. With the absence of school events and activities this year, not because of a lack of effort from our current ASB officers, I will make sure that next year, fingers crossed that everything will be better by then, students will be able to enjoy all school events that were missed this year. Vote Dylan Tong to be your next Executive Treasurer, and I will make sure that you will be able to enjoy next year like you deserve to.
Also running for Executive Treasurer is Luke Afuso.
Jackson, I'm Luke Fuso, and I'll be running to be your next ASB Executive Treasurer. If I am elected, I will make it one of my highest priorities to make sure the Student Council has a manageable budget. One of the ways I plan on achieving this goal is to set up fun and creative ways of raising money like we have seen in the past. If you want someone who is capable and experienced in dealing with financial control and budgeting and will work their hardest to make sure your time at Jackson is memorable and enjoyable, vote Luke Fuso for Treasurer.
Also running to be your Executive ASB Treasurer is Cadence Zhang.
Time is money, and money is time. I'm not sure what the exchange rate is, but I hope that's a good one. I, Cadence Zhang, am running to be your ASB Treasurer, and I will take care of the money that each of you will have gained from listening to. Like any other candidate, I strongly believe that I have the qualifications to be your treasurer. First, as a treasurer, I have to be able to do math, and I assure you, I am more than capable of doing so, as I am currently taking AP Statistics with a 99%. Second, I have taken Accounting 1, and I know how to organize finances, which is crucial, especially with such a large number of payments. Not only do I have the qualifications to be your treasurer, but I also have some great ideas to make Jackson High School even better. One of my ideas is to get your guys' ideas in the form of a Google form. I'm positive that you all have had at least one idea that you think would make JHS even better, but didn't say it for a variety of reasons. Maybe you thought that people wouldn't take you seriously, or that it really wasn't a great idea. Well, that ends now. With this virtual feedback suggestion form, you can submit your awesome ideas with the choice of anonymity, and I assure you, each and every single suggestion / piece of feedback will be looked at and hopefully implemented. And so, my fellow pupils, ask not what Jackson High School can do for you. Ask what you can do for Jackson High School. Right now, with the endless cycle of Zoom meeting after Zoom meeting and the once easy task of trying to remember what day it is, life is boring and a little bit strange. However, one exciting thing you can do to fight the boredom is to vote Cadence as your Key Club Treasurer. Virtually, of course. Make a difference with Cadence. Vote for Cadence.
And finally, we have our unopposed candidates. For Secretary, we have Alex Uselman.
Hey Jackson, I'm Alex Uselman, and I am very excited to have the opportunity to serve in ASB for all 4 years. I will renew the Executive Secretary position, and I plan on continuing to dedicate my time to getting students' voices heard and serving on a more elevated level, improving school culture and spirit overall. I hope we can continue to create a community of positivity, T-Wolves. Have a great day.
And lastly, for Public Relations, we have Joey Kim.
Hey Jackson, my name is Joey Kim, and I'm stoked to be serving as your next Executive Public Relations Officer. This past year, as freshman class president, I was grateful to have had the opportunity to serve alongside other officers to bring new and fun ideas to the table. We worked around our obstacles to hold successful virtual activities, and I'm honored to be continuing in ASB on the executive board this upcoming year. As Exec PR, I'm looking forward to building even more positivity within Jackson and elevating our awesome culture and spirited events. I want our entire student body to be heard, so you can always reach out if you have any questions or even just to talk. I'm so excited to work with all of you as well as the rest of the exec board to make your Jackson experience one to remember. Thank you.
Up next, it's finally time to vote. Teachers, please provide your students with the link they need to vote. And students, please vote for the candidates who you feel are most qualified for their respective positions. Remember that, assuming we go back in person next year, fingers crossed, these candidates who you vote for will be leading our JHS spirit and our transition. So keep that in mind while making your decision. That's all I have, so I hope you all have a wonderful day, T-Wolves, and keep staying safe.